Hello everybody, Matt here on the planet. Just out for the run today, and we're out in the Puma Deviate Nitro. So it's not the first run that we've done in these shoes, but it's the first long run I've done in it. So I think I've done at least one run before, possibly two, kind of like 8 to 10k distance. I'll pop it on the screen exactly what we've done in them so far. So and today's the last kind of long run that we do before the marathon. So what I'm going to do today is some tempo efforts in these shoes. So we're running down on the quayside, so I'll do a tempo effort, and then we'll do some and I'll probably do some faster paces, some like goal marathon paces, try and get a bit of feedback of the shoes on the run. So let's get to it. So they're definitely quite a bouncy shoe, and I'm going to compare these shoes to the Zoomfly 3 because they're basically the same price, although I got these at discounted. You know, they're both about £100. Sorry, they're both about £140 each. But the Zoomfly 3 is now the Zoomfly 4, which has come out yesterday at £145. I got these for these are in the sale, so I got these at for £99. It's not bad. So yeah, bounce wise they're probably about the same as the Zoomfly 3, the React foam versus this Puma foam. So it's really quite good like that. We're going to try it out in some faster paces shortly, but it's just kind of like easy tempo pace, not too bad. They just definitely don't have that propulsion that you get off the Zoomfly 3, although very comfortable. They've also got bumpers in the insides, around the back, just either side of your foot, near the heel, near your ankle bone. And those, for me, I think they're too low in this shoe. In the Zoomfly 3 they're perfectly placed to help you with your lockdown, so your foot doesn't slip, whereas these are rather kind of helping you lock down sitting on the top of your foot. They're on the side of your foot, so you're kind of like just brushing it out, so you've got to be really tight with the lacing. But other than that, they're quite good. This is the Cooladapt version, so the Cooladapt version is essentially more breathable than the original Deviate Nitros. So yeah, just obviously without a full carbon length plate, I'm not feeling the propulsion in it so that you would get in the Zoomfly 3, but you know, not bad at all. Like, so maybe just a shoe that's good for soaking up the miles. So let's crack on a bit and let's get to some faster paces. That's almost 4 kilometers I've done now. Average pace is 5:30. I was picking up to about a 5:10 pace earlier on, so not too bad. It's a bit warm today, sun's out, it's getting on for the middle of the day, so you know, kind of late morning, middle of the day time. I'll just have to crack on. Nice day for a run, but just a bit warm. Alright, let's get back to it. So I just put in some fast paces, somewhere around about the 450 per minute per kilometre for kilometres 6, 7, 8 and 10. 9 as well, but 9 went uphill, so I slipped about 5:15 pace in that one. But nevertheless, I put the effort in. I'm just trying to see how they go. And basically, I'm finding I'm having to push more than I would do in the Zoom Fly 3, or even the Endorphin Speed. They're naturally a faster shoe for me. And the two pairs of those that I'm running at the moment, they're in the somewhere around the 700 to 800 kilometre range. So they've done a lot of miles, and these things are like, we must be on about 20 kilometres at these now, so maybe 30 at this point. So they are comfortable at speed, and I'll probably say they're probably slightly more comfortable than the Zoom Fly 3, but they're just not giving us the, they're more comfortable than the Endorphin Speed actually, but they're just not giving us the propulsion. So I mean, it was probably took the first kilometre, I really had to work in that first kilometre at sub 5 minutes per kilometre pace, and once I got into the stride, it was fine. I managed to find a good rhythm. Had to play around with adjusting my cadence and get my lean forward and that correct. Once I got that right, it was quite good, quite steady wind. But I'm thinking now I'm running at 520 pace. Looking at my watch, it's 540, 535. So naturally they're definitely not as fast as the Zoom Fly 3 or the Endorphin Speed. Okay, so that's us back from the run today. A little bit of a disaster with the run, not so much of a disaster. I managed to do 29 kilometres, but the last 6 kilometres pretty much walked it. The sun came out, it was totally blue sky, and it was really, really hot. And the first lap I did on the quayside, it really pushed it, try and test out the Pumas, the Deviate Nitros, and see what we can do. So I had kilometres 6, 7, 8, 9 and 11. In fact, kilometre 10 was quite fast as well. It's just an uphill section in that, so it doesn't come out, but they're all around 440, 450 kilometre pace. But I found out to really push to get the pace. So it's I think they've missed a trick with the shoe in that they've got you can see the carbon fibre plate just inside there, but it only runs like, say, like 2/3 of the shoe. It doesn't run full length, so there's a split in it, so you don't really get that, you know, full length carbon plate spring back that you get like in the Zoom Fly 3. They do stabilise the heel with this little bit of plastic here, but the fact that it sticks out causes it to kind of, sometimes if you catch your other foot, your other leg or something like that, it's there and kind of scratches your leg. So I don't really like that. I think they should have just, you know, if not hid that inside, just cut that back, so it was just smooth around the edge, so you know there's no chance of you nicking yourself with it. But other than that, it's a very comfortable shoe. I'd recommend it for most people. And you know, I've just done about 30 kilometers, and I've ran at least 23, 24 kilometers today, and obviously walked out the rest. And I feel you could definitely do a half marathon or a marathon in that shoe, I would suspect. I would say it's probably about 15 seconds per kilometre slower than running in the Zoom Fly 3 or even the Saucony Endorphin Speed. Those two are about the same speed as each other. In terms of when I'm running along and I look at my watch and I'm thinking, God, I should be running at 10 or 15 seconds faster than I actually feel I am. But other than that, I think it's a great shoe, and it depends what you like. I think it'll work out for me really well as a training shoe. We'll do some tempo work. I will take it to the track and do a track session. But it feels really comfortable on the long runs as well. It's something that I will use to soak up the long run miles. I think where it would probably do better than the Zoom Fly 3 is that with that plate in the back, and there's obviously a lot more heel and support and stability at the back against Zoom Fly 3. I tend not to heel strike myself, but if you are a heel striker, it's kind of a good all round shoe that for all kinds of runners. It works at the front, it works at the heel. So if you're a heel striker, it's probably a recommended shoe there as well. The only other thing that I think that maybe Puma have got wrong in this one is the bumpers. and they kind of like sit on the side of your foot. I think I already said this in the video, and rather than trying to lock you down, it kind of just rubs on the side. So I think if they raise them up a little bit, it would be, you can help you get a bit better lockdown in the back of the shoe. The lockdown's not too bad in the heel. So all in all, I think it's a very good shoe. It obviously breathes really well. On the run it was hot today, and obviously the Cooladapt thing, so they made it more breathable in the with the upper and the mesh there. You can't feel the laces pulling through the shoe, so I think it's a fantastic shoe. So it's going to be getting a lot of work in my training blocks. And you know, other than that, I think it's a great shoe, and at £99 is what I paid for it. It's very good. If you go to Start Fitness, I don't know, it's startfitness.com, but there's a website, Start Fitness, they've got it in the Cooladapt for £99, down from 140, and then if you want the yellow one or the red ones, I think the last time I checked they're at about £115, so there's some quite good discounts on these shoes now at the moment. So yeah, that's my review on the Puma Deviate Nitro. So thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.